Chicago Cars Direct. Today we're going to spend some time with what I would consider automotive royalty. This is a 2001 Acura Integra Type R. I'm just going to start out by saying if you don't know what this car is, it's not for you. But if you want to learn a little something, stick around. Because under the hood here, you're going to find the perfectly stock 1.8 liter inline 4-cylinder. Now the Type R model makes 197 horsepower, Dave?
Yep.
197 horsepower. Now this is the only way this car was made. There really aren't any options for the car. It's more of a track/race car variant, hence the reason they say Type R for racing. You can see you've got a big strut tower brace across the top here, as well as the red valve covers right on top of the motor. But let's walk around it. It is a factory original almost, and it's a one owner. So only one person has owned this since new, and the overall condition will tell you a little bit more about it. But let's walk around. I don't have much to talk about in the way of blemishes, but it's an immaculate car. Let's take a walk around. I just want to note the overall condition of the car. Like I said, it's totally stock. Mechanically, there's no modifications. The only thing I have to note is these clear turn signal lenses in the front, but that is really it. Everything else, there's not even stone chips on the front of this. I can see the red badge indicates the Type R model, and I don't even see anything under the bumper, but really a pretty car. Let's take a walk around here though. I'll show you the Type R spec wheel. This does have a set of Goodyear Eagle RSAs on here. They are 195/55R15. It's like a kind of ash gray finish there. You could call it titanium, I guess, in a way, although it's not made from titanium. But look around the, I guess we'll go that route. Take a look around across the driver's side. It's immaculate. We did have the, actually we didn't have the windows tinted. The rear windows are tinted, as that was the original owner's desire. You can see the proper Integra Type R badge there. But I mean, it's really immaculate. Like I said, everything on this car is factory new, factory stock. That stunning plate frame on there, but proper Acura badging as well as the Integra Type R again. Integra imprinted into the bumper. And then the passenger side is uniform as well. But you know, between rubber, glass, you name it, the car looks brand new. Take a look in the rear here. Dave and I actually just learned something new. We never knew there was actually a release on the back here, but it's a little switch back here that you can put the hatch once the car's unlocked. But again, everything's in brand new condition. I mean, look at these quarter panels. It's all still gleaming yellow paint as if this car's never even seen like a drop of rain, but really nice cargo space back here. You actually do have a strut tower brace that is located along the wall back here. I do have the original manuals here and also a set of immaculate Acura Integra Type R mats. And those rear seats in there do fold down, so you can use that. One other modification that you get on the R that you don't get with the other Integras is also another stabilizer bar mounted right there ahead of the factory spare tire. Take a look across. You got these little bit amplified bolsters with a almost like a simulated style suede on the seats with a cloth insert in here, but just a little tiny bit of wear on the bolster here, but I mean that's come to be expected, and I do say it's very minimal. Everything else on the interior is brand new, all stock again. I mean, you've even got the stock stereo. It's a leather wrapped wheel. As far as the shifter, you've got a short shifter in here that's real easy to modulate. Whoa, I broke it off. Oh my gosh. Actually, this is the stock shifter that the original owner included because he upgraded to this carbon fiber knob here. But look on the door here. You see two separate component speakers here, as well as power windows and locks. A little Chris Moran trivia. I really haven't owned my own car since probably '04. Reason being is that I've always had a company car since those days. But the last car I actually owned for myself was an Integra GSR. Now granted, mine was a 4-door model, hence the reason I learned something about that hatchback back there. But the layout up here is identical, and I have not been in an Integra since I had my car. But leather wrapped steering wheel, I mean everything is very Honda in these, which is not a bad thing. That's actually a really good thing. Great gauges here. You can see I think it's 8350 redline or 8400 RPM redline. This engine just screams, and it loves to do so. You can see on the speedometer here, it does say premium unleaded fuel only. You really do need to run premium in this because the engine runs at such high compression, and you really can bounce off the rev limiter as much as you want, but it's a great car. Take a look over here, working air conditioning. Everything is perfectly functioning. You can feel a compressor kick on right there. Oh, it's ice cold. It's freezing cold in this warehouse anyway, so who cares? Below that, you've got a really good stereo in here. From what I remember, this is exactly the same stereo I had, but I remember rocking out some Barry Manilow and Gloria Estefan and what have you, and you know, Miami Sound Machine box set. That was one of my favorites back in the day. But a great stereo. Below that, you're going to find the 5-speed shifter here. Now this is obviously a short shift setup with a little bit of simulated carbon fiber surround with an actual carbon fiber shift handle. Awesome shifter. We're going to take this thing for a spin. You do have a set of back seats, but like I said, if you don't know what this car is already, it's not for you. So I'm not even going to bother sitting back there. But we'll take it for a ride, show you that the car does exactly what it does when it left the factory. And I'll give you my take on it, because I'm really, really excited to get behind the wheel of this car. It'll be a walk down memory lane for me. When you're in the Type R model of the Integra, it's a little bit noisier because they delete a lot of the sound deadening for weight savings. Make no mistake, this really is a race car, which is why it's so desired by so many people in the sports car world. If you watch, or if you play Need for Speed or anything like that, you know, the Type R is really one of the best cars out there. You can modify them to the hilt. They're bulletproof, reliable. They really are daily driver comfy. And to find a used one that's a one owner, this car is now 9 years old with 29,000 miles on it. You couldn't replicate it, nor could I. But you know, on the highway we're going at a good clip here, and it revs. We're in 5th gear. I mean, it's got a very, very short gear ratio. So, but you know, everything else works. The air conditioning works great. Great stereo, steering wheel layout. The visibility is typical Honda, fantastic. But you know, whenever you want to hear that motor sing, dip right into the VTEC. Kick in there, it's 3rd gear. There's 4th, they're coming down the brakes really hard. Into 3rd again. I could go to 2nd, but we got traffic in front of us. This car's a blast to drive. I mean, it's been a long time since I've really been behind the wheel of it, and the clutch, even if you've had a Honda before, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Honda clutches are probably one of the worst cars to learn how to drive stick on, because it's almost like there's like two levels of take-up. You can feel your friction point, and then you got to let it out. This car has been so lightly driven that it literally doesn't feel like anything else crazy. Alright, you can hear this race car motor sitting right in front of me, and here we go. Loves to run. David and I are out cruising. I actually pulled over. I made him drive just to experience this car like I have. And it's a brand new car. I mean, clutch, everything on this car just feels new. Am I right?
It's true.
It's true. From the man himself. But yeah, I thought I'd take a moment from the passenger seat to express my happiness with this particular car. It really is a unique one. And in the words of the Scat Man, bee-bop-bop-bop-bop.
I'm the Scat Man.
Let's figure it's been 5 years since I had my Integra. I've been spoiled ever since those days. Obviously, I've had my hands on, you know, some of the best, but very impressed. I didn't think I was going to remember this car as fondly as I did. And mine, I loved that car. I mean, I really did. It's the last car I owned, and the Type R was definitely the step up from the GSR, both VTECs. But mine being a 4-door, this being a 2-door, I can speak with 100% accuracy that these cars really are remarkable. Not much to talk about here in the way of history. One owner per Carfax and AutoCheck. And there's no accident history, nothing along those lines. And AutoCheck uses a numerical score. The range says similar vehicles score between 55 and 80. This car scores 94, which is 14 points out of what they consider their range, right, Dave? 94 minus 80, 14. But check this out on our website. You're going to find us at ChicagoCarsDirect.com. You'll see a bunch of pictures of it there, maybe 60 or more. You never know. Go check. When you're done at ChicagoCarsDirect.com, go to youtube.com/ChicagoCarsDirect. That's where you're going to find all of our highlight reels. I think we're up to 170 videos now. But some great stuff on other cars. And we're on Facebook. Check us out. But thanks for spending some time with us today. Happy New Year to everybody. And Happy New Year, Integra Type R. Let's go find you a new home. Could be you. If it is, give us a call. We'll talk to you soon.